Magandang tanghali po sa inyong lahat. You are Peter. Pedro sa Tagalog. Petrus sa Latin. Petros sa Greek. Cephas sa Aramaic. Isa lang ang ibig sabihin. The rock, stone, o bato. You are Peter. So yun yung ibig sabihin ng Peter, Pedro, bato. And upon this rock, sabi ni Jesus, I will build my church. By the very name of the Apostle Peter, he is to be a foundation. By the very name of the Apostle Peter, Jesus is entrusting to him a very important mission to be the solid foundation of the faith of the church. You are Peter. You are the rock. Strong foundation, solid as rock. But why Peter? Why Simon, who is now Peter, the son of Jonah? He is not a perfect apostle. Hindi po perfect si Peter. Baka nga hindi pinakamahusay na apostol. Actually, kung talagang babasahin natin ang mga ebanghelyo, sinasabi sa atin, he is not the one beloved by Jesus. Merong tinatawag na John the Beloved. Mukhang ito yung mas malapit sa puso ni Jesus. And we know Peter, in the events where Peter is part, no, it paints a not so beautiful picture. Unang-una, alam natin kung sinong nagtatwa kay Jesus. We all know who denied Jesus in a most crucial moment in the ministry of Jesus. Nung si Jesus ay dinakip at kailangan niya ng kasama, kailangan niya ng kakampi. At yung panahon na yun, saka pa itinanggi ni Pedro. Hindi ko kilala yan. Hindi ko kasama yan. Hindi ako alagad niyan. I do not know him. I am not a disciple of him. Tinatwa. Hindi makaisang beses. Hindi dalawa. 3 beses. That is Peter. And another description of Peter is that he is so arrogant, mayabang. Arrogant. Dalawang example. Yung una, yung when Jesus walked on water, no? The disciples were in the boat in the middle of the Sea of Galilee, and Jesus walked on water. First, they thought it was a ghost. Bulto, sabi nila. So it was only Peter, no, who thought, no, naisip niya, kung si Jesus ka, ako nga, maglalakad din ako. Magpalakarin mo rin ako. Ano sabi ni Jesus? Come. So naglakad si Pedro sa kanyang kayabangan. Kung si Jesus ka, palakarin mo rin nga ako. Naglakad sa tubig, pero unti-unting nagduda, unti-unting lumubog. Another example would be the washing of the feet. Jesus is to wash the feet of all the disciples. But Peter said, not me. Hindi pa ako. Huwag mong hugasan yung pa ako. Pride. But when Jesus explained that if I do not wash your feet, you have nothing to do with me. Aba, mayabang din yung sagot ni Pedro. Aba, kung ganun, wag lang pa ako. Yung buong katawan ko na ang hugasan mo. Pride. Arrogance. This is Peter. Not the perfect disciple, but he was chosen. He was chosen to be the foundation, to be the solid rock, the foundation of faith. Now the question is, how strong is the foundation of your faith? We are not perfect like Peter. We are weak like Peter, or even arrogant like Peter. But they do not define our faith. They do not define our mission. They do not define who we are before the Lord. Because like Peter, even with his weaknesses, God chose him, so also God chooses us. Kaya nga tayo bininyagan. Pinili tayo ng Diyos para kanyang maging anak. But the question is, how strong is the foundation of our faith? How solid is the foundation of our faith? Gaano katibay ang ating pananampalataya? Kasing tibay ba ng bato? Let me offer 3 categories to help us evaluate how strong is the foundation of our faith. 3 C's, 3 C. And this comes from catechism. Creed, cult, and code. Yung creed, what we believe. Ano ba yung pinananaligan natin? Kapag tinanong ko kayo, what do you believe? How much of what do we believe can we explain? Wag nating sagutin ang I believe in God, the Father Almighty, Creator. But what does it mean to call God our Father? Ano yung Trinity? How do we explain Trinity? Pag sinabing communion of saints, what does it mean? Mamaya, sa creed, sasabihin natin, consubstantial with the Father. Ano yun? Consubstantial with the Father. What is that? What? Spell consubstantial. Jesus na lang. Father Jesus. That's the first creed. Knowledge. To grow in our knowledge of faith. Anong alam natin tungkol kay Jesus? Tungkol sa pananampalataya natin? Tungkol sa salita ng Diyos? Tungkol sa Biblia? Creed. Pangalawa, cult. Cult is how we worship. Kamusta yung pagdarasal mo? How is your prayer life? The sacraments that we celebrate, confession, for example, or the Eucharist. Pagka tinanong ko kayo, explain the Holy Mass. How much of it do we know? And how much of ourselves do we give when we celebrate the Mass? O obligasyon lang. Obligasyon. Tagal naman matapos nito. Nagugutom na ako. No? Bilisan mo, Father. 12:00 yung reservation namin. 12:00 yung sine. Tagal naman ang homily nito. Tatagalan ko pa. Sige. Cults. And number 3 is code. Code is how we live our lives. Gaano karami ang alam mo tungkol sa pananampalatayang Katoliko? Kamusta ka kapag nagdarasal? Kapag nagsisimba? Pangatlo, kamustang buhay mo? Buhay Kristiyano ba? Buhay Katoliko ba? Kamusta ang pakikipag-ugnayan sa kapwa? Kamusta ang pakikipagkapwa-tao? Do we relate to one another as Christians? And these three, what we know about the faith, how we worship, and how we live our lives, this is how we strengthen our foundation in our Christian life. This is how we make sure that our faith is founded on rock solid foundation. My dear friends, at the end of the day, we, all of us, should only have one name. Dapat lahat tayo, ang pangalan natin, Pedro. Petrus, Petros, Cephas. At the end of the day, every Christian must be called Peter, because our foundation in faith is truly solid as rock. Gaano katibay ang pananampalataya? Kasing tibay ba ng bato? Amen.